Hey, what's up, family? This is Nature's Beauty and Me back with another video. I'm about to just freestyle this shit. I'm about to say freestyle. I don't even know what's going on. I've been feeling a very outgoing, happy, positive energy today. Very upbeat. Um, very just going with the flow. And I was like, what's today? And I was like, it's the 13th day. Today's October the 13th. 13 love, everybody. Like, I feel good, I feel great. um I am going to be, on a personal note, I'm going to be flying out of town, because my father just left this physical world. You know, be well, daddy, I love you. So I am going to go support family in Virginia, and to go pay my respects. Not a fan of funerals, kind of. I view death a lot differently than I used to. But I'm going for the family, and because I'm going for the family because it's the right thing that I need to do. So I'm going to be taking care of business out of town for a few days. Um, but Other than that, I started working. I wasn't working for a while, but I'm back in the corporation. Getting these fiat notes. You know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do. Um, but yeah, speaking of corporations, people really need to wake up to the fact that the United States of America is a corporation. Um, Everything that is done is for profit, even at the expense of our well being. And I really need you guys to understand that. At the expense of our well being. I mean, look at the foods, for example. The USDA, a government of Drug and Food Administration, they approve these genetically modified foods, which are man-made foods, which are known to produce cancer. They have chemicals that produce the growth of cancer cells. They inject hormones into these meats. They're doing so many things to our food, to our water. There's chlorine in our water. There's fluoride in our water. There's fluoride in our toothpaste. In our chemicals that we use for cleaning, chemtrails in the sky. There's so many things that these people are doing. At the end of the day, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. You have to give a fuck about yourself. Y'all need to really start caring about yourselves. Like, heal thyself. We have to heal thyself. We have to make sure that we're taking the proper steps to be as healthy as we can be. To keep our vibrations up the best way that we can, to make sure that we're not surrounding ourselves with a lot of these things that they're doing to us. They're terraforming the earth right now. Another thing is this whole Ebola scare. This fearmonger behind Ebola, which they created, and then now they're creating a vaccine. I thought it was funny. I was actually watching a couple videos on Red Pill Revolution. Gotta subscribe to that channel. He has some really good information. I just subscribed. I haven't even fully checked out the channel, but from what I've seen, he disseminates some pretty good information, and it really resonates. But basically, with the whole Ebola thing, like, they're getting ready to push a vaccine. Probably by the end of 2014, they're going to, I think, test it on at least 10,000 or so people, or whatever the numbers are. I don't really know. But they're getting ready to push this vaccine out. This is going to be bigger than the swine flu. And I actually just found out that when they did the swine flu vaccine, they actually tested it on children. And there are children still to this day who are suffering from narcolepsy because they took the swine flu vaccine. See, what you people have to realize is they're injecting these viruses into you. They are injecting the virus into you. They're getting ready to inject Ebola and some other rabies. They're getting ready to, create this vaccine that's really going to have a very negative effect on people. It's going to make people very zombie-like. Very much so. And it's just crazy. They tested this. They tested the swine flu on children. They don't give a fuck. Like, they really don't. They really don't. Like I said, it's profit. At the end of the day, all of this is profit. You know what I mean? They come out with the vaccine, it's profit. You know what I mean? They create these prescription medications, it's profit. We eat the bad foods, we get sick, we go to the hospital, we have to have insurance, that's profit for the insurance company. The insurance company send us to the doctors give us these prescriptions, then we have to pay the prescriptions, that's profit. Meanwhile, we can eat organic foods. We can have an alkaline diet. Our blood level, our pH blood level can be alkaline. And then we can just be healthy. But see, they don't want that because then there is no profit. And once the profit dies, essentially, the United States as we know it dies. Like that's the beast. Like that's the beast. Um, Definitely. It's crazy. It's crazy, but I mean, knowledge is power. So it's basically about knowing. You know what I mean? Even the other day, I got pulled over and got a ticket for speeding. Meanwhile, don't even get me started with that. I mean, they don't even practice real law. Most of these officers, judges, they take oaths to uphold our constitutional right, and they violate these everyday statutory law. It's not even really law. It's law because of our ignorance. Yeah, I got a ticket for speeding, and then the officer was like, "Oh, well, you told me how fast you were going," and then he told me, I asked him what I was being pulled over for because I didn't get what I was being pulled over for. Then he proceeded to say that I'm not allowed to ask questions. I'm allowed to ask questions. You're supposed to uphold my rights. I'm not allowed to ask you this. Is this is why I really need to get. I definitely need to study law a little bit more, master law a little bit more. But it all comes with time. Yeah, it's this is that's another example of profits. It wasn't even about the fact that I was speeding. I mean, the way he handed me those tickets, it was like, "Have a great day." Like, yes, I just got my bonus. You're gonna have to pay 300 whatever dollars, but I just got my bonus. Yeah, I bet you did. But but yeah, it's all a business. America is a corporation. Um, Today is Columbus Day, and if you really know anything about real history, then you know that Columbus didn't come over and discover America. Sorry, he didn't. He came over and um, slaved the indigenous, um, slaved the Moors. Um, yeah. So it's just there's so many lies. There's so much miseducation. There's so much disinformation out here, people, and you really have to wake up because everything that we think to be reality is really it's almost a scheme in a game like Monopoly. Like this shit is like Monopoly. It's really like Monopoly. Like it's all about profit. Well, we're gonna make this food. We're gonna sell it we're gonna give this box of macaroni with all of these chemicals in it, two for 99 cents. But if you want an organic zucchini, it's $6.99 a pound or however much it is a pound. You know what I mean? Because I eat all organic. And I also eat primarily raw. I would say at least 85 to 90%. And it can be expensive sometimes when you go and get certain produce and certain things. You know what I mean? I mean, it's worth it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining by no means, but I'm just more so talking about how a lot of people are discouraged because what the fuck am I going to go pay $6.99 for a zucchini when I can get this conventional zucchini? But see, that's why people, you have to educate yourself. You have to educate what they're doing with these foods. They're genetically modifying these foods. They're creating these foods in a laboratory. They're not even coming from nature. If you're not getting food from nature, then you're not getting any nutrients in your body. Straight like that. You're getting no nutrients in your body. None. Zilch. So, definitely, America is a corporation. The United States, corporation, and it's all about profit um, over our well-being. So we need to start we need to be more self-sustaining. We need to start doing community farms. We need to start helping out with different organic farms. I just started volunteering at an organic farm. It's wonderful. Just start doing things to really take care of ourselves. Make your own things. You know what I mean? Research. Look it up. You know what I mean? Make your own stuff. 13 love. Peace.